Hey.
So we back at this again with Catherine.
Hi everybody and hi Amanda.
Hi everybody. Hi Catherine.
Welcome back to season 2, episode 4 of
What the Talk?
Jesus Christ, this week she's late. Like, I understand.
I heard you perfectly, Catherine.
No, but we're supposed to keep the flow. Like, there was no break.
Oh, my bad, girl. My bad. You know, this
Guys,
confinement got me crazy and dry.
This is never gonna work, guys. It's never gonna work. Come on, sit tired. Anyways, come on here, Amanda. Come on here.
No, can't be.
I'm got it.
I'm got it. No, I'm got it. You know, to the screen.
I can't. Oh, today I went for a walk.
Oh, that's good.
After a month, it's been 4 weeks since I have not seen outside. Yeah.
How was it? How did you feel?
Like I don't know. It was just normal. I didn't feel anything different.
You didn't feel like
it was so good or anything.
Oxygen, clean oxygen in your lungs.
Only thing is when I did come back in, I realized that inside was stuffy. Like I had to open the windows and all of these things.
Yeah, I try to open my windows every day to change air. Because, you know, during the night, there's air, you fart in, you burp in, you slob in, all of that toxic. You gotta open the window to air out things.
Why everybody using toxic now? I feel like Ekunya generation will find that word out, and we cannot. Everything they say is like toxic. Like, y'all don't know any other words.
Okay, there's a virus in the air.
No, like literally, like everything people say nowadays, they say toxic. Oh, toxic relationship, toxic friendship, toxicity. Like, what the hell? Like,
girl, it sounds fancy. I like toxic. Well, I don't like toxic per se, but I like the. You know what? I don't like it. You see, it's toxic. I'm confused.
You were telling me you had a juicy story. Good juicy story,
Oh, child.
It better be juicy because if it's not, we're gonna have a problem.
Well, it's juicy, but it's creepy. It's weird. Okay, you be the judge. You be the judge.
Okay.
Oh, y'all listening, y'all? Okay. So my husband
Let's
tells me this story that he found on Twitter. You know, the source of it all.
His daily news.
Yep, his daily news. So there's a couple. Well, they're not a couple. 2 individuals, a male and female, met up and to hit it off. You know, one night stand.
Hold on.
So they started like exchanging.
Where? What? Start from.
So the exchange
met up where? Like, why? How? Is it something recent or what's going on?
Yes, it's recent.
No confinement. Where did they meet up?
They didn't go into details. They just said they.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. Now you're going too fast in this story.
Okay. Sorry.
So they exchanged numbers and they started talking, and then confinement. It's time to meet up. So they met up, and I guess it was hot and steamy, and they hit it off. They had a one night stand. They had sex, and then the guy. Can I say that? The guy,
the guy what?
The guy, ejaculated his semen all over her. Okay? Not in her mouth, but on her skin. Old girl had like a reaction to it. So
where on her skin?
On her face and on her chest and back, I guess.
Her face. Okay.
And then she went to a gynecologist to see if she had STIs or UTIs. I think that's what it's called, STDs. And negative came out. Negative. Girl was clean. Then the doctor saw it. It's like, since it's a skin problem, let me send you to the dermatologist.
Okay.
So she went there and they took, little sample, little swab, tested it. And the lady said, well, I'm about to give you some shocking news.
What happened?
The parasite that is found on your skin at this moment, child, is found with people that have intercourse, relations. People that don't understand what intercourse is. It's a relationship with animals or corpse.
Huh? What?
Bête avec mon mouri.
Comment Saki bit la.
Animals, dogs, cat,
Understand.
horse. What kind of animals they got?
Wait. So the guy had a one night stand, and then he came on the girl's face and body, and then
she had a reaction.
She had
a parasite that only lives.
Like a rash?
Yeah, they only lives and through semen. So when
okay.
they found that out, she did her little research. She's like, "How? Come to find out
through semen from bed and
having intercourse, having sexual relationship.
Oh, so if you're having sex with animals
or a corpse, dead people,
dead people,
the bacteria get some deadly stuff. So he was doing that, and come to find out, he was working at a morgue.
Oh shit!
She said, "Oh shit." Yeah, I did. This is just to tell y'all. I know toughest time. You know, you might be a little horny or whatever through this confinement, but guys, be careful out here.
I'm on that. I'm listening. I'm waiting for some juicy story.
I told you it was gonna be
to
creepy.
Get me pumped up. This is so scary. Like, what the hell?
Well, that's the whole point. Keep it in your pants.
But
this should see your face right now. Yeah, Catherine is shook.
Anyways,
yeah, let's change air because I think this is awkward. But guys, just be careful. You know, I know it's kind of tough right now. Sexually frustrated in your little room or little closet. So,
poor job.
Yeah.
Well, y'all shouldn't be having one night stands anyways. So I don't even understand. Confinement or not.
Oh,
shoot.
Lord. They need to be careful. Let me sip on my water.
You know what? I'm going to erase this whole vibe and this whole mood because I don't know what that was. We're going to throw this whole story away, okay? Boom.
Delete.
But dang, now my mind can't. I don't understand how I feel. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I feel bad for the girl.
Let's find some sunny sun in here. But anyways, what's our wow, I'm disturbed.
Well, okay, you know what? What's the topic of the day, Catherine? Because I see you losing your mind right now over this story.
I am. It's fucked up. Okay. The topic of today, we're going to be talking about self-improvement. Whew, Jesus Christ. Okay. Self-improvement. Why self-improvement? Okay. So you see how we've been talking about money and then like you guys thought this was going to turn out to be a financial podcast and you know every day we're going to come out with financial terms back on it what you guys are expecting, but nah. It's not a financial podcast. Yeah. But it's just to tell you guys like yeah, we've been talking about money but without being disciplined or continuously improving ourselves, we're not going to be able to manage these monies that we're talking about and all these wealth that we're preaching, all this financial freedom, you know, without being right with yourself, without being disciplined, there's no point. Like you're not going to be able to manage it all. So we thought that a good thing to do is to tell you guys more about self-improvement, you know, and how to do it, or little tips on how to improve yourself daily or weekly or monthly or yearly, whatever it is that you could apply to your life. So that is why we thought that would have been a good thing, especially in this little, you know, confinement time.
Yeah, or season.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Do you like the topic, Amanda?
Yeah, it's a nice topic.
You like it? I feel like I've been hearing it a little bit more now. Self-improvement. We need to be better.
Oh, if during this confinement you're not acquiring skill, you're a failure.
Yeah, like I feel like it's like a whole nother level of pressure. Like Kat, like, you know, that's so harsh. Oh, if I don't come out of this confinement with a new language learned, then it's like, oh, throw my whole self away. Yeah. Like, you know,
dispose of yourself.
Yeah, I don't think that's even fair, but it's not to tell you guys the same thing, but it's I don't think it's that drastic to me. Okay. Yeah. So I really think when people are talking about purpose and all of these things, like we're on this earth to be blah, 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 I think a good thing to look at it is we were created, or we were put on this earth to literally be better every day, to evolve.
Exactly.
Okay? So the minute that you're not where you were yesterday, you're doing better and you're doing great, you know? So if you're constantly improving, I don't think you have like a set purpose. And that's it. That's all. Like, I've accomplished all I needed to accomplish in my life and it's over. Like, I could rest now and forever be there. No. You're always growing. You're always improving.
Yeah, we're constantly evolving too.
Yeah, so it's like, even if you tell me you find your purpose, I feel like our purpose is to literally like evolve.
Yes.
It's like to make a commitment to ourselves, you know, like to make a commitment to ourselves to continuously evolve and be better than we were yesterday. So like, I think we have 6 tips, or is it 8 tips? How many is it?
8 tips.
8 tips. This talk is going to be a little bit more serious than the other jokey ones, but it's important. And I don't care. It matters what age group you are.
Yeah.
So I feel even in high school, you could apply them to your life and stuff.
And that's the thing. Okay? And that's the thing about self-improvement. You can never say, oh, okay, I've grown out of it. It's constantly. Until the day we die, you have to improve. So.
Exactly. Or you cannot say, oh, I'm too young to start improving.
Child, please.
No. The minute you're living, like, you know, like the minute you're breathing, you need to commit yourself to improve. Mm-hmm. And I think like that's like my first point, because we could talk about improvement all day. We could give you 17,000 tips, but if you don't make a commitment to yourself, if you don't commit to your self growth, we could talk here forever and it's going to mean nothing. Mm-hmm. You know, it doesn't matter what we say. You have to take that decision to decide for yourself that I'm going to commit to literally like to my personal growth, you know? And if that's not done, then, you know, we could throw this whole podcast away in a sense.
Yeah.
So the first point that I would say is like, make a commitment to yourself to want to improve yourself and stuff like that. That's my first point.
Yeah. And I could add on to that, like, a lot of people don't really know. They just like to throw that word around and not really know the definition. So I got it right there for them.
Definition of what word?
Commitment.
Okay.
So commitment is an engagement or obligation that restrict freedom of action.
Okay. I like the word you said, like restrict freedom of action. I don't know why, but I like that word because it's like when you're looking at yourself, you're like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm me. It's all about me. I decide what I want to do. And it's like for you to decide to restrict yourself away from some freedom. That's like,
that's powerful.
That's dope. You know? And how have you applied? Like, what did you commit to anything in the past, or are you committing to anything right now?
Right now, I started something new, like devotion in the morning. I wasn't.
But go ahead.
Why you made
How
that?
Has that been going? No, it's because listen, no. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Go ahead. How has that? How is that going?
Well, so far I don't know. I don't know. It's like I read certain things in the Bible because I meditate. I do my devotion through my Bible, and I don't know. It's like I meditate on the word, and throughout the day, I'm constantly thinking about it, and I'm trying to like expand my horizon, like to the way I think about certain things.
Okay.
And try to find different perspective from it.
Okay, so technically, right now, you're committing yourself to this thing, to waking up and doing devotion and
yes
stuff. That's a good habit. I can't wait to be on your level. To actually wake up. I'm so serious, to actually commit myself, because I say it so much, and that's the thing I'm saying about commitment. I say it so much that I'm gonna wake up and do devotion. My goal is to, with my kids, that is really my goal, with my children, to wake up every day, wake them up at like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and to have them do morning prayers, you know. And I've been saying it for so long, but I never did it. But I don't think I ever committed myself to doing it. I don't think I never, like, I just say it.
And it is a battle. It's not easy. And whatever you have to commit to, you got to work hard.
Yeah, you got to sacrifice something. You see, you saccifacing your freedom of staying in bed late, you know? Yeah, like.
Yeah, I know I like my bed now.
I don't know. Kudos to you for that one. Good job.
Yeah. What about you? You haven't had anything lately?
Any commitment? I don't. okay, I'm committed to, I don't know if it's something lately, but I've been committed to be financially free. And it's a choice that I made like about a while ago, maybe 6 years ago or something. Like I decided that that's what I'm going to do. And I don't care what happens. I don't care who, what, when, why, where, whatever it is, I'm going to be financially free. And I decide, I choose, just like you said, to give up some freedom, to restrict myself of some things. Like I choose what to watch. I choose not to watch certain things. I choose not to do certain things. I choose not to listen to certain things. There's a lot of things that I restrict myself from because I know that I want to be financially free. So that is the commitment that I've made. It's been 6 years now, maybe more. Wow. I don't know, but that's my commitment to myself.
So within
commitment,
there's sacrifice.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh child. Now everybody ready to sacrifice something now.
Yeah, what's your other tip?
Well, we probably handed it out, but my next tip is waking up early. And I know it's not easy for everybody.
That's a struggle for me. Why all your stuff are struggles for me?
I don't know, because it's easy for me, and wherever you're strong at is hard for me.
Where you're weak at, right? I don't understand.
But waking up for me, it's so easy. I don't know. Like last night I went to, well, like I said, I fell asleep this morning at 5 a.m. And then
we could see that because you were destroying my properties on the Facebook game. Like,
bruh,
got like 4:30 in the morning. Like, is she not sleeping?
Why is she destroying my properties? I actually quit it.
Well, you were there at 4:30 in the morning last night. I saw your name on Facebook.
Okay, they're hacking my junk because I was not playing that game.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, so like waking up early, it improves your productivity. So for me, when I wake up,
I hear a lot of people saying that.
But for me, it's real because I kind of live far from where I work. Well, right now it doesn't really matter because I work from home right now. But when you
still wake up early?
Yeah, I still do. I still wake up early. So that's like really in my routine. I still wake up early, even if I were to start at 12, which sometimes we have that shit. I still wake up early. I don't wake up like at 11 to go to work. I still wake up early. I still get my breakfast. I get my day started. and now, you know, I've been taking my exercising a little more serious. So I wake up, I exercise, I do my...
You're talking about all my goals right now. All my goals. You know, when people see a couple together and they're like, goals? No, this is my goal. To wake up early and to exercise. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, I realized I did the swap because the previous week, I remember on the podcast I said I was having a hard time working out because I would do it at night. But now when I try to do it first thing in the morning, girl, I'm like a soldier. And I remember Sammy's looking at me like, okay, what's wrong with this girl?
That's a good thing. You know, I think Sansan or Rose, somebody was mentioning on our like little FaceTime call the other day, and it's something that I've heard so much, but that I didn't know that people didn't understand. You know, like when you hear things to you, it's normal, but like a lot of people, when they discover it, they're like, oh my God, that changed my life so much. And you're like, wait, you didn't know that? Like, you know,
like I heard of it before,
you know, but an important point of what you said is like when you wake up early and you work out and you do your devotion, it's like you give to yourself first before you give to anybody else.
Yes.
So you're not as drained at the end of the day because you did something for you before you went out to work. Parce que l'on leve ou exercise for you. So you give the Lord the first part of your day for your devotion, and then you give yourself the second part, which is the working out. So tout ça au fait for your peace of mind. And then after that, when you get out of your room, you need to go to work. And then if the blanc ou by blanc, 8 heures temps, it doesn't bother you as much because you gave yourself something first too. You know, you're not as drained, and it's not people just pulling from you left and right. Like you actually give to yourself first. Yeah,
and I agree.
It's a good thing too.
Because like just the little drastic change from working from night to day, I feel like, okay, you know, at the end of the day, after I've gave everybody, and I'm like, I was like, you know what? Let me work out, then I'm just discouraged. I'm just like, you know what, go to sleep because you need that strength to give again to the people.
Yeah, you're just constantly giving yourself to others instead of, you know, it's a good thing. Yeah. But when I am able to wake up early, guys, I can't wait, and I will tell you guys.
You need to start sleeping early. That's what it is.
No, I'm gonna celebrate. But that's the thing. Like, I don't even when I sleep at like 11 o'clock. I wake up. I remember last time I slept at 11 o'clock, and I was working at 8. I woke up at 9 a.m.
Oh,
Like, but when I sleep at 4 a.m., I'm able to wake up at 7 earlier to go to work at 8. You know what I mean?
okay. Maybe you're owl.
So it's like, yeah, for me, because I'm a night person.
Mm-hmm.
So sleeping late does not affect me waking up early.
Okay.
It's just me that has to decide that I'm leaving early. The minute I say I'm waking up, I could wake up at 6 a.m. I just have to make the commitment, which I have been saying, but I don't think I ever chose to really do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of training too to wake up early.
It's a lot. When I do it, I'm having a big party.
Just make sure you have my mimosa on the side, girl.
But well, how many tips did we say?
We said 8.
Gonna give them. Combien nous y est là? Nous sous 2?
We're on 2. Commitment, waking up early.
Okay, there's something that works for me more personally. Reading a book every day, I think really improves, really goes into self-improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when I say reading a book every day, I'm not saying reading one book every day, like reading one entire book per day. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
But reading like a chapter or 2 chapters of a book every day. Because like reading opens your mind to like you have another way of thinking. You see things from other people's point of view. You don't just, your little circle that you have, that's not all you could think. Like your thinking surpasses that little circle. Because it's like if you hang out with 2 people, tout ça apprenez is going to be coming from these people's point of view. But when the more you read, the more your mind expands, because you get to be in other people's mind and other people's world and other people's point of view as well. Mm-hmm. Like from sitting inside of your bedroom, you get to walk around the earth, really, because somebody from LA is writing a book because they were on a trip to Africa. Like you get to experience that person's point of view as well. Meanwhile, if you're just hanging out with me and Amanda, whatever, Amanda's living here with me, all she knows is what she has been, like we technically basically know the same thing, really, you know what I mean? So to me, a lot in self-improvement, like reading a book every day, reading some pages of a book every day will really benefit your self-improvement, your self-growth or whatever.
Well, what about the people that don't like to read a book like me? I use Audible.
You need to do something with yourself.
I use Audible. What about Audible, Catherine?
But I know with Audible, it's not that I don't like Audible. It's just like when you looking at the triangle of learning or whatever it's called. I don't remember what the exact term is. It's like you don't retain as many. When you're hearing things, you don't retain as many. Mm-hmm. You retain when you read and when you write. So like, I don't know. I don't remember the percentage. I feel like I should give you guys like the exact percentage of these things. You could Google it, like the triangle
of learning.
Shit, I can't. Wait, hold on. It's like learning retention, okay? Mm-hmm. When they say that people retain like 20% of what you see, okay? Mm. And then like I don't remember what it is. But it's like when you're hearing, it's not as much. I think you retain like 3 or 4% of what you hear.
Reading is 10%. Audio visual is 20%. Demonstration is 30%. Discussion is 50%. 75% is practicing. What you've done in teaching is 90%.
That's not what I'm trying to say. Oh. It's another one. It's a way to say that nonsense, when you're hearing something, like, it's not, I don't have anything against audiobooks, but I feel like when you're listening to something and when you're reading something, it's 2 different things.
Okay, so that'd be like
because
a lecture.
The audio, you're able, when you're listening to something in audio, ou ka penser à l'autre bagay. Like, your mind could be thinking of something else. Like, I read the Bible by audio all the time, and I don't remember 90% of what I hear. Okay. But when I read the Bible, I remember what I read because I'm actually putting my attention to what I'm reading. But let me just attendre monsieur à the audio. I put it on audio, m'dormi or whatever. It's not as effective. Okay. It's something you could do. It's better than nothing, but the best way is for you to actually read. Like to have the hard copy and to highlight and to go back, because même bouclon ka li n'importe 3 fois et chaque temps you find something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's why I'm about like the actual reading.
The book.
the actual book. But okay, the audio, but I don't think
I get what you're saying, because your mind is like 20,000 ideas running through your mind. Especially sometimes you're watching Netflix, or listening to something, or listening to music, and you're thinking about how I'm gonna wash my dishes, how I'm gonna do laundry and all that.
Yeah.
So you can't really solely focus. And I get what you're saying. Like, by reading the book, you have your physically, you have your eyes centered on the word, and then you have yourself reading, because sometimes you read out loud or mentally, so you have to focus in order to do that.
Exactly. So, then the minute you stop focusing, you stop reading.
Yeah, that's it. Because you can't retain that stuff.
But anyways, that's what I have for the reading. I think it helps.
Okay. Well,
so you should get on board.
I'm gonna try, like you said, because what I try to do most of the time is try to read the whole book, and I know I'm not capable, so I'm gonna try to do like one chapter.
Yeah, one chapter a day or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do
10 pages, or give yourself like a 10-page goal. Sometimes I give myself like a 10-page goal, and I end up reading 30 because it's so interesting, But at least I know I met my goal that day.
Or maybe a book club.
It's just bonus.
You can enter a book club. A book club for the people that don't like to read, because I was talking about it with some of my cousins to enter a book club, and then they were talking about that one book. Since everybody was talking about it, so I was like, you know what, I have to read it. So maybe that could be your reinforcement. Yeah.
Somebody that, if you don't like to read, you could enter a book club.
Yeah.
Are we going to do a book club? Maybe not.
You too fast. You're not going to let me read my little page.
But go ahead. What you got? What else? I don't know if I have anything else.
For you, I think it's,
Do you have anything else? Okay. What did we say? We said we had 8. We said 3?
Yes, we said 3. So we said commitment, waking up, reading a book.
What else on the list? Let's see if I got something.
Learn from people who inspire you.
Okay. I think you saw how I said earlier how, like, reading from, like, when you're surrounded by certain people, like, and then you only have the ideas of what these people have. So imagine they say, tell me who your friends are, and I'm going to tell you who you are. Or, like, tell me who your friends are, and I'm going to tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. It's like, tell me who you're hanging out with, and I'm going to tell you what your future looks like. Because winners hang out with winners. Like, if you want to win, you cannot tell me you're going to be surrounded by losers and you're going to think you're going to get somewhere in life. Because guess what? Everywhere you look, all you see is losers. And I believe that you can't be what you can't see. So if you can't see any winner in your surrounding, I don't know if it's impossible totally, but I think it's almost
very
impossible
hard
for you. Yeah, it's almost impossible for you to be a winner. So, et lo réalise tout le monde qui win yo, when they done winning, they don't stay in the group of losers they were, because these people are dragging you down. Because it's harder to pull them back. It's harder to pull them back. So when I say look at yourself, like, get inspired. What is it?
Learn from people who inspire you.
Yeah. So basically find people to in order to grow. For your self-growth to happen, find people that you, but you like specific things about them. Like, when you're looking at Amanda, you say, oh, not when I grew up, but now I would like to wake up in the morning. So if I hang up with Amanda that wakes up in the morning, that's a trait that I like in Amanda. Okay? So what I could do is tell her, Amanda, every time you wake up, call me.
Yeah.
So that way I am able to do my self-growth. But if I would like to wake up every day in the morning, and I'm hanging out with Catherine that never wakes up in the morning,
that's a problem.
How is that? I'm not gonna be inspired by that. So where you want to be, find that person that inspires you, and then, like, get to hang out with that person. Surround yourself with these people.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm making sense.
I think you're making perfect sense. Like, I think what you're saying is, like, for the people that inspire you, because, like you said one thing that really resonated with me right now is you said, once you grow, there's certain people you can't, that will bring you down. So you have to change your environment. Cause some people that once you grow, if you have the right people around you, they will promote your growth. They will be like, they will add water to your flower. But if you hang out with the wrong circle and the people around you are fire and you over here like, I don't know, water. I don't know if that makes sense, but the analogy.
If you're fire, they're water. They're gonna put fire.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, swap it out.
Yeah,
they're trying to put you out. So it's not gonna work.
Exactly. So your circle of friends and the people that you keep around matters a lot, like positive people as well. Let me say positive people. Oh my God, it's always going to be great. Yeah, it's always going to work out. But it's not people that are not realistic, I'm saying.
Exactly.
But I'm saying like, don't just because they were your friends since grade school for you to be like, oh, I must keep hanging out with them. No, sweetie. If they're not contributing to your self-growth, it's okay to leave them behind. You know, because they tell you the rocket, like once it's going up, there's a level that it reaches that it must release the bottom of the rocket. What is it called?
The launch thing?
I don't know what it's called, but you know, like when the rocket launch, there's a level that it reaches, like there's another bottom that has to drop for it to keep going up.
There you going scientific on me. I can't.
Anyways, I think y'all understand what I mean. You know, like there's a level that you get. You cannot bring all your friends with you. Yeah. You know, like.
And it's okay. And the right people around you will understand. You can't fly. Like pigeon can't fly with eagles.
Pigeons can't fly with eagle. That's a level they're going to get. They're not going to be able to keep going.
The eagle going to look down, but they're going to keep going up. You understand?
Exactly.
And that pigeon's going to be on top of Walmart. Poopy.
If you want to be a pigeon too, hang out with pigeons. Yeah. You know, don't stay hanging out with chickens.
Exactly.
Anyways.
Chickens can't even fly, girl. But just to say, guys, there's level to these things. Like a chicken, you could be a bird, but you can't fly, you know? And you could be a pigeon, and there's a limit to where you fly. And then the eagle, the sky is your limit. So
exactly. So if you're aiming for eagles, hang out with eagles. Don't stay hanging out with chickens.
Or if you're trying to aspire to be an eagle, fly with them. Yeah, you'll grow eventually.
That's what I think, and I think that will improve yourself.
Yeah, that brings. Four. Okay. Yeah. So the next one.
What you got?
The next one that brings us right into it. So level up your skills. What I mean about that. So I have a perfect example. Okay. So my husband is a musician, and sometimes you don't have money to go to studio, and studios are very expensive. So
he's a damn good musician too.
Yeah, and he learned all of that from YouTube. And now he's producing his own music, writing his own music, composing his own music. I'm not shouting out Samuel Bryanville out here, but okay.
You just did. I know. What you doing, Amanda?
I shouting out any musician listen to my man him. Anyways, you know, all of that. So he acquired those skills in order to perfect his masterpiece. You understand? So it's like sometimes you have to acquire stuff because sometimes we tend to rely on other specialists. Like, okay, you know, I'm a singer. I'm not going to try to play the piano. I'm not going to try to edit my own videos because there's people out there. But sometimes you can't reach those people. Who's going to do it for you? You're going to stop? Yeah. You're going to dim? No. You acquire a new skill and you move on. Now, when you have the money or you have the time to acquire other people's help, then you can do so, but still acquire those goals.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and
add up to your skills and stuff. But go ahead.
But even for me, when we started this podcast, I didn't have any editing skills because I used to call Sammy for everything. I was like, Sammy, please edit the video for YouTube, and he's like, you gonna have to learn because I'm not gonna be here I'm not gonna stop my dream in order to fulfill yours. So I got on YouTube. I started learning how to do an intro. I'm still not done with the intro. I'm getting there now. But you know, it's really important to acquire those little skills and level up.
Good. Cause I don't know if that's a skill, but I started playing the piano and people were laughing at me.
That's definitely
because they're like at my age, like why the hell am I learning the piano? What am I gonna do? Go to a recital? Like qui lâche moins. But I do it. I feel like it's a personal skill that I wanted to acquire. Like it doesn't have to be something so big, you know? And it could be something that you just like. When they say like acquire a skill, it's not for you to go work for anybody, but it's just something that you have, because music stimulates your brain and everything. So anything that's different that you want to learn, like you want to learn how to draw, like you could acquire that skill. It's just skills that you could acquire, and it'll add into your self-improvement and stuff.
Yeah, that's good. It's like a hobby. With your piano, I've watched you always send me a little video. You've gone so far in a short amount of time. So
thank you
yeah, y'all get on your skills, y'all level up. So this brings us to the next point, which is writing a letter to your future self.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But what's in that letter? Like, what do you write?
So, okay, I could give my example, what I did 10 years ago. I wrote, when I was in high school, I wrote a letter of the career path I wanted to take.
I feel like a lot of children do that though.
Yeah, I think it was a school assignment actually.
Yeah.
And I wrote so many things. Like I wrote I wanted to become a heart surgeon. And I even had to take extra classes, like extra math classes. I used to go to regular school and night school to take extra classes. And I passed all of them. I had a good grade. I was very good at school.
Aww.
And
what happened now?
Girl, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon. Grey's Anatomy was a waste of my time.
I love Grey's Anatomy though. Okay. So now you open this letter like now, or when did you open the letter?
I opened it like a couple years while I was cleaning this room, actually. My closet. I think it was the couple months ago when I was cleaning my safe, because I like to keep things. And I read that letter, and
How
I felt
do you feel?
like failure.
Oh?
Yeah,
wow.
I felt like such a failure.
I thought you were going to say like I felt like so proud, like...
I felt it was cute because I saw like how like my handwriting. I haven't written on the paper in so long.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was so old school. Like, you know, they call it feuille lignée, like ligno. So I took the time to write the date, how old I was, and all that stuff. So it was a little bit nostalgic, but at the same time, it felt like a failure. Because, you know, when you put yourself so high, and when you don't meet those requirements, girl, it dropped me all the way to the ground.
Aw, but remember our goal episode though? Now I'm gonna bring back our episode to you, Amanda. Remember our goal episode when we were saying, but that's the point of setting goals. It's not that you're always gonna reach them, and even if you don't reach them, you still need to pat yourself in the back because you actually took action. And so when you're looking at that letter, where you are now, is that where you were 10 years from now? I'm sure it's not. Exactly.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's not the path that you thought it was going to be, but it's not the same place where you were. So that's already improvement. And you know, so yeah, I get like it's like human in us to feel the failure to not be where we thought we were going to be. But when you think about it, we make plans and God laughs. So we don't know what tomorrow holds, you know? Yeah, we try to move to the future that we created for ourselves. We try to, you know, we're going with that rhythm, but we don't know where life is going to take us. So we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow that's going to change our way of thinking. And what we think is okay today, we might wake up tomorrow and something happens to our lives and it's totally different. So as we constantly evolving, I don't think like what you wrote in the past, you should feel like a failure for it when it's not what it is, because I feel like your life is probably better now, because seeing the type of person that you are, I cannot imagine you as a surgeon, because surgeons have no time to do anything really. Like, yap fonti bagay la, beep, 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 they must leave, you know?
You
and seeing that you're a family person, I can't see you just running up, leaving your family all the time to go cut into hearts. It might be an interesting thing that you were into, but I feel like kote la vie en menon kunya, you're happy.
I'm in a different place,
but the place that you are is like a good place for you, because it's not what you thought it was going to be. But at that age, you didn't have all the perspective. You didn't know that it was gonna. You would have to sacrifice your family time, or you would have to sacrifice a lot of things in order to be that surgeon, or in order to keep working as a surgeon. So when you see that the person you are now, I think it's an accomplishment to see that life actually turned out to be better. Because now I have things into more perspective, you know?
Now you saying like that, I do see it. It's because, first of all, I was 16 years old. I had no boyfriend. I was a bookworm.
Yeah, you know, things.
And then I wasn't thinking about no man, girl, okay? I was thinking about the money and, you know, my career path. That's what I was thinking. But now that I did meet the love of my life, and then, you know, we try to build a family and all that, all of that plays a perspective.
Yeah.
So sometime in life, like you said, like certain experiences and certain direction you go might derive you from certain path. And, you know, if I really want to do that, well, you could not still, anymore.
You know,
you can still do it if you're in the same shoes as me. Don't put yourself as a limit, because, you know, there's no date to certain accomplishments. But at the same time, sometimes you do change career paths or goals, and something that you saw that you were gonna be, like, you know, when you breathe and read something, you use like, I'm gonna be that, and then 10 years later, I'm 26, and I'm looking back, I'm like, that is definitely not me. Like,
I hear you say all the time, yo, I hate nursing, you know, like,
girl, I always say, like, you know, there's so much more now. Like you said, now I'm not bashing nurses. I'm proud of you guys, but it's just like, for me, that's not my lifestyle.
Yeah,
you do get jobs and whatever, but for me, it's like there's so much more career opportunities out there. So maybe that's why.
Much. Yeah, you get to see more. You get to, because I feel like at 16, you probably, because you were watching Grey's Anatomy, that's all you were exposed to. But as you get to see more, you get to, your parents are probably nurses and stuff, so that's all you knew. But once you get to see more, you realize, that's cute, but I fit more into this, you know, and that's totally okay. The minute you're not the same place where you were 10 years ago, you were doing great and you did a great thing. So that's all self-improvement is about. It's just not being
I improved myself
where you started, you know? Yeah. So that's the beauty. That's the beauty. I will try the letter for my next 5 years of my life and see. I want to see.
I might do a next one too.
Yeah, I want to see what it is. And I encourage you guys to do it. Like, write a letter for the next 2 years or the next year and let me know what happens. Yeah. You know, keep us updated.
So that brings us to the next one.
What's the next
Overcoming your fears, people.
I don't know. I have a little problem with that one. I don't know. I feel like I hear it so much, but like, what is fear? First of all, what's a fear?
I feel like it's a invisible wall preventing us from doing so. You know what? I don't even know. That's what fear is. We don't know.
You know, like, I like how you say invisible, but I feel like fear is such a big, broad subject that we would have to take. I think next episode should be about fear and failures.
Okay. We'll tackle it in the next episode.
Yeah. Because it's like, I hear it all the time, like, overcome your fears, but it's like, yo, how? Like,
I'm not even going to give it
I'm overcoming something that you know, like, I'm fighting a whole different other level
some
of battle
spiritual
here,
stuff.
Like, you know? Like, but anyways, next episode.
So that's next. On to the next.
I think I have one. I feel like, that should be the last one, right? Okay.
Yes.
I think action, like taking actions, plays a big role into your self-improvement. Because we could sit here and talk all day, but super décider pour lever and take that first step, it's all nonsense. It's for nothing. So everything that we just said requires action. You know, like, I'm choosing to read a book every day. It might not be a whole book, but 10 pages. It's an action that you're doing. And with time, you're going to see the results. I promise you, it's not going to be overnight. But with time, with discipline, you will see the result. And that's how you create a pattern in your life. Avec discipline dans la vie. Lors décider que wap fait ça, you take the first step. That's how it's always gonna get to life. So I know me, like, I'm always saying that I'm an action person. Like, I will do that tomorrow. Like, I'm a now type of person. Like, you tell me you want to tell me something, I want to hear it now. Like, I don't care about tomorrow. You say, oh, we should call this and that and the third. I'm like, okay, where's your phone? Pull it out. Let's call it now. Like, I don't like putting things off for tomorrow. And I feel like that's what taking action is, because it's like, whatever you could do now, do so now. Like, don't don't adjourn things. Like, take the actions now, and that's what I think. What do you think?
I definitely agree, because when you always brush things off or you put it to tomorrow is not promised, okay? So if you keep putting, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I'm gonna
start improving tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Trying is not good enough. Get into action. I sound so aggressive right now.
But yeah, that's what it is. It's like, stop saying, we're tired of you saying
making
you're
excuses.
Try to be better now.
Yeah.
Like, we know you're trying by you acting, like, it's you taking the action. That's what trying is,
Yes.
Starting the thing. That's how we see you're trying. When you fail, you don't make it, then we knew you tried.
You get right back up. You get back up and stop rolling around. Oh, I failed. No, get back up and try again until you make it.
It's harder, but listen, that's what it is. And I feel like it's big because taking like self-growth and stuff, it's our responsibility. It's not our moms, it's not our dads, it's not anybody else's responsibility. It's us that have to make the decision to like commit to our personal growth. You know what I mean? So the results, like I said, it's not going to be like an immediate thing. But I promise you, like, as long as you keep going, you'll start seeing the positive changes in your life and in yourself and stuff like that. So listen.
Yeah.
And as for action, like, I know they say, it's harder now. It's easier now to say these things because it's confinement, but.
Oh, yes. And confinement, right now within confinement, I was into a sermon today and it was telling us it's within confinement and isolation that you find your weakness and your strengths. So in that place, that's how you find you identify those things and you work on it.
Yeah, but lele confinement la fini. Does that mean I can't, like, how do I keep going with my week? Because it's so easier, and then now it's all to ourselves. We're so committed to our self-growth because there's nothing else going on. But when life goes back to normal, what happens to the self-growth?
So, like how you just said, our commitment, you make commitment to yourself. So our commitment is what's going to keep us in track. If you can't hold up that commitment to yourself, how are you going to keep up commitment to others? And that's why, but that's why I said in the beginning, when we first started, I said, for me, it's better when I just start off. Remember when you said, you give yourself first and then you give to others? Yeah. So in that way, that commitment, you could do it that way if the old way didn't work.
That's a good way. That's a good way to look at the whole word commitment itself, because I know a lot of people struggle with committing, but I feel like it's every time we say commitment, we're doing it towards somebody else. Like, I have to be in a committed relationship. I have to commit to the church. I have to, like, we always have to commit to something outside other than ourselves. So when we start practicing commitment to ourselves, I think it's going to be easier to be doing it to other people and to apply it to other areas of our lives, because it's going to be like, if you could keep the promise to yourself and you see the satisfaction to that, it becomes easy to do it for anything else that you choose to do it for. And
I feel like the commitment, I think about it, maybe my analogy is not going to work, but I'll try. But it's like we're a plant, and our commitment is to water the plant. If we don't water it, we can't grow. We'll just dry out.
But the plant can't water itself.
Yeah, they can't. Well, it's an analogy. Think about it. There's an electric
Somebody please help Amanda out with this analogy she's trying to make, because back up hard.
But it's like you're a plant and you faut alimenter tête too. Or you're a human being, you have to eat. Okay, you know what? Let me go more practical. You're a human being, you have to eat. Okay. Nobody can feed you, you're not a baby. You understand? If you don't go and make your food.
My mommy makes my food. No, I'm kidding.
Come on now. But like, you get the concept. So
I see what you mean.
I feel like it's like a reward. Like, instead of me doing stuff for others first, take care of yourself, then you'll be able to take care of others. Maybe that's better.
Yeah, so improve yourself. Commit to improving yourself, guys, because it's important. There's no age limit. You don't start when you're 30. You start now, and little by little, that's how you're going to be able to see results. And our goal, like I said in the beginning, our purpose here is to constantly be learning and evolving. We were put on this earth to always learn and to be better and to continuously grow. So as long as you're doing that every day, you're living in your purpose, and that's all we could ask for. Listen.
Yes. And if you're 80 years old, you're listening to us, it's not too late.
Yeah.
It's not.
The minute the people ko mouri, there's time, there's a chance to start.
Yep.
Okay. Wow, look at us being like all preachy and cody, but listen. But I urge you guys to take these little tips into your life and apply them into your life. So read a book every day. Not want a whole entire book, but read the chapters to a book every day. Take action into waking up early. So stop being like me and start saying, oh, I'm gonna try to wake up early, but actually do it. Surround yourself with positive people that you see yourself in the future, or you see your future self in them. So that way you could better yourself. Don't just surround yourself with bums just because you went to grade school together. And
you have history with them.
Yeah, but and what else? Acquire new skills.
As an eagle, don't be a pigeon.
Acquire new skills, that's gonna be helping you. And when we say new skills, we're not saying, oh, go learn Microsoft or go learn how to code. No, we're not even talking about big deals, but little things that can help you better your life. And what else?
Write a letter to yourself.
Yeah, write a letter to yourself and let us know how that went.
Yeah. And let us know if you partake in that, and maybe we might do something and we all open it up together.
Yeah, that would be a great little opportunity.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we have for you today. As you know, it is the last week to submit your t-shirts. It is due what's the date? It's
May 7th.
May 7th. That's Wednesday?
Yes.
That's Wednesday. No,
Thursday.
Thursday. It's due Thursday. I can't wait to see you guys' creativity, and we're gonna go pick out the winner and all. And so keep the t-shirt contest going. And this has been what the oh my god, it's not gonna work. We sound so slow.
I was so scared of saying it because I know you were gonna come for me. Let's try again.
All right. This has been what
the talk.
Okay, bye.
Cut.
What the talk? 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 Hey.